What is up, world? Welcome back to episode 10 of the Do Original Things vlog. Today I'm going to be talking about what really matters.
Just put up on the side. I let it get surprised. I'm on the program because of my eyes. I can't even tell you nothing but you lie. I had a cut on my ties. I couldn't even tell her nothing because I cried. I just walk these steps.
So oftentimes, especially, I'm 24 years old right now, and when you're in your young 20s, you just want to hustle, grind, you want to make money, you want to get security because right after we graduate, most of us are just trying to survive, just trying to keep our heads above water. So we focus so hard on the money, the income, just to try to provide for ourselves, that we oftentimes lose sight of what life is about and what really matters. So there was a time in my life where I first started my business just a few months ago, and I was grinding so hard, spinning my wheels, burning candles at both ends. And what happens is you get so caught up in the material, getting the job done, getting these projects, client acquisition, all this stuff, that you really forget what life is about, what really matters. And today I'm going to talk about what really matters. And it's not the money, it's not the fame, it's not the success, it's not the notoriety, it's not the successful business, it's not the Instagram followers. But what really matters is life. Life is none of those things I just listed. Life is joy, happiness, memories, experience, things that can't be bought. That's what life is. So going into 2024, I know in the last video I said don't set goals, don't do any of that. What I want you to do, instead of setting goals, be intentional instead. Be intentional with your relationships. Be intentional with what you talk about. Be intentional about what you listen to and what you watch on a daily basis. Because what you put in is what comes out. And I want to regurgitate out positive things to uplift people, to uplift myself, to create this life so I could really, truly enjoy it and live up to my full potential. So what really matters? What really matters is those times at the park when you were a kid throwing the football around with your friends or your parents and just trying to get better at your sport and just trying to have fun. Those are the times that matters. Times when you were a kid and everything was fine and you were just having fun and enjoying life. You didn't care whether you got A or a B or a C, and you didn't care if you scraped your leg. You just went with the flow. You need to live your life as an adult like a child. And I'm not talking about having immature conversations and being immature at all. I'm talking about the childlike energy needs to exude you in order for you to live your true potential. What I mean is, don't worry about the material. Don't get caught up in the finances and the financial aspect of life. Because if you do get caught up in that, guess what? You're going to waste away a lot of precious moments just trying to get more. Greed is not good. And the biggest thing that I learned is that when you're chasing all this stuff, when you get all the material stuff, when you get your Lamborghini and your Ferrari and your mansion, everything like that, guess what? You're going to die one day and it's all going to be gone and it's going to be someone else's, and it just keeps going over and over and over again. It's a generational cycle. I've never met any man who's outlived 101 and has lived since the dawn of time. It's impossible. So what really matters? What are you really working for? Everything is actually meaningless when you look at it. But you know what really matters is your relationships, those experiences like I just touched on. Those relationships are the things that are going to stick with people when you pass away. Think about this. God forbid, if you were to pass away tomorrow, no one's going to remember the money you had. No one's going to remember the car and the house. What people will remember is how you treated them. How you treated them in the times of good, how you treated them in the times of bad. Those are the things that people remember. I had this talk with my girlfriend a few days ago, and I was really frustrated that I don't have the Lamborghini, that I don't have the private jet, and that I don't have $4 million in my bank account. And you know what my girlfriend told me? She told me this: Marcus, if you were to die today, God forbid, I would never remember the car you drove, how much money you had, all the houses you had, none of it. What I would remember is how you treated me, the times we had, the times of laughter and fun and just flowing together. Those are the moments that I'll remember. Once she said that, my whole internal hard drive was freaking out because sometimes I get so caught up in just go, 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 grind, grind, hustle, make money, make projects, do this, sign contracts, all this stuff that I forget the true meaning of life. The true meaning of life is priceless. You can't buy it. It's something money can't buy. Why do you think when you go to like the worst part of your town or you go to a country that's really filled with poverty that they're always happy? What matters is your impact you have on people. No one's going to remember anything else. Everything else is meaningless. And when I say that, I don't mean don't provide for your family. Obviously, you need to provide for your family, you need to provide for yourself. But don't get caught up in that consistent cycle of just trying to get more, get more, get more. Because guess what? If you're not happy now, you're not going to be happy then. I was driving my car the other day, and my car is just an average car. And I drove past some pretty nice supercars, and I said, man, I wish I had that. Then I realized if I'm not happy with what I have now, what makes me think I'll be happier when I have the Lamborghini or the McLaren or the Bugatti or whatever you want? It won't. Because once you get that Lamborghini, the Ferrari, the McLaren, the Bugatti, the big house, the private jet, guess what? You won't be happy. Happiness is internal. Joy is what you need. Once you get all the things you ever wanted, you need to have joy and gratitude. Because if you're just greedy, guess what? You'll get the Lamborghini, and then the next year, the new Lamborghini comes out, and your neighbor has it, and then guess what? You're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I need that," and then you're gonna put shame to your old Lamborghini, which everyone would want. What really matters is life, and guess what? Life is priceless.
I just put up on the side. Ay, I let it get surprised. I'm on the program because of my eyes. I can't even tell you nothing but you lie. Yeah, I had to cut my ties. I can't even tell her nothing because I cried. I just want these